Kal Kadosh Boker Or, I hope all is well. Mishna Yomi, Masechet, Kiddushin, Perek Daled, 4th chapter, Mishna Yudalef and Yudbet, Mishna 11 and 12. Mishna Yudalef says, what we are continuing with what we were speaking about beforehand. What if a person comes and he says, Isha nasati mimdinat hayam, which means I got married to a woman mimdinat hayam. This is the woman and this is the children. So says the Mishnah, so he has to bring a proof on the woman that she's actually kosher to get married to her, meaning that there's no problems of any types of genealogy or lineages, that she's not a mamzeret, a shivcha, kenanit, or all these things that, 100% that she's Jewish, everything is kosher. But then she does not have to bring a proof on the children because we believe that the children are hers. If the children we do see that there's some type of a detachment for them, we don't have to start bringing proofs that she gave birth to these children. He says, however, though, meta, what happens if she already passes away? Velubanea, now these are her children. So therefore, now he has to bring the proof on both, also the woman and also the children. There's no woman here to see, so we can't see that there's an attachment between the children to the woman. So we have to find out who is the woman, that she's kosher, and also the children as well. Mishnah Yudbet says, Lo yitiyached adam im shte nashim, aval isha acha mityachedet im shne nashim. This is the famous concept of yichud. Remember that there's a prohibition to be alone with a woman because of suspicion of sinning. So the halakha is going to be also on the man and also on the woman. So this Mishnah is going to speak about different halachot of yichud, of seclusion. So the Mishnah starts off by saying that one man cannot seclude himself with two women. The reason why is because, right, remember that yichud is that you're not allowed to be alone with a woman that she's prohibited to you. And therefore what happens is that usually a woman is afraid that somebody might say what she did. However, though, if there's two women, we suspect that maybe he'll convince both of them to do an avirah. And therefore, if he's going to suspect both of them doing the avirah, they're not going to be afraid that they're going to say anything. So therefore, one man cannot have yichud with two women, but one woman can be mityachedet with two men. And the reason why is because we're not going to be suspecting that because since a man is going to be ashamed of sinning in front of another man, so therefore we're not going to suspect that. Obviously we're not talking about prutzim. Prutzim are people which are very vulgar and very promiscuous and they'll do other avirot. We're talking about a regular person that, he's kasher, and we're not going to suspect that he's going to start doing avirot because he's embarrassed in front of other people. Rabbi Shimon comes and he says a very interesting halacha. Af ish echad mityached im shte nashim bizman sheishto imo. Even one man could be having yichud with two women if his wife is with him. He could even sleep in the same inn with them because the wife is there. His wife, right, is watching over him. Meaning, since we already know that there's a common tendency that a woman will watch over her husband, she doesn't want him to sin. So therefore, what happens is that's going to, ishto imo is going to come and going to permit there won't be a problem of yichud. The last halacha which is brought down in the Mishnah is mitiyached adam im bito im imo v'im bito. A person could have seclusion, yichud, with his mother or with his daughter. Here it's actually added in the bach. It's going to be also other people's as close relatives, like for example a sister, granddaughter, grandmother as well. Even sleep with them, right? He says, however, once they become older, so then which means they must sleep with their clothing. Because once they get to such an age, then basically 12 years old or 11 years old, right? That depends, basically the girl 12 and the boy 13, once they become bar mitzvah, so then each one will have to sleep in his clothing. So again, this is a concept of that a person will be able to even sleep with their close family, kin members. Obviously nowadays these halachot sound very weird because who would ever sleep together? But in the olden days, there was one bedroom for everybody. And it was very, very difficult, the common living areas, and therefore there was usually, not a lot of space, and therefore this is mitzvah the karadin of the halacha, as we actually brought down. This is Mishnah Yud Aleph and Yud Bet. Have a wonderful day.